Hi everyone, welcome to TGIF, another Friday, another episode. If there's one term which is top of mind, a lot of leaders in the current times is Metaverse. And again, as Microsoft, we have a point of view. And recently, we had a fantastic collaboration with a partner, LTI, for an event called Partner Leadership Conclave. And we took that opportunity to build something very meaningful in the Metaverse. Today, I'm joined by Naina Raut. Naina is the practice manager for Metaverse at LTI, and I'm pleased to have her in TJF today. And also, it's my opportunity to actually quiz her on her take on Metaverse and a lot of things on this train. So, Naina, welcome TJF.
Thank you, Sandeep. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Wonderful. So, Naina, you spend significant time of yours on the topic of Metaverse. Your take on this very topic, Metaverse itself.
Sure, Sandeep. So like you said, right, it's the next big deal. It's evolving for all of us, I think. And it is more of an evolution because we understand like the platforms are evolving, the devices to access these metaverses are evolving, the governance around it is still not established. So it's a great thing to be. But what I really like about it is as it has sort of impacted the gaming industry for multiple years now in the past, it is now becoming mainstream for the enterprises, right? And the possibilities with that are endless. What I really find amazing about the metaverses is how it is going to actually take away the sense of space and time and actually open up a lot of opportunities for industries as they sort of experiment in this space. So yes, it is the next big opportunity for us. Yes.
Awesome. Well said, Naina. In fact, quickly, now there is also hype and a reality, right? Why don't you decipher that for us? What according to you is a hype and how much of this is real as we go forward?
Yes, there is indeed some hype about this technology, as there is for any other new technology that springs up, right? And what we could potentially look at, right? I mean, since the last 10 to 12 months, where this term has been used more often than probably any other word that we use in the technology world, I think what we've seen is even the platforms that touted to be the metaverse platforms have seen a huge decline in the monthly active users, right? So people get onto these platforms, just experiment, but there is no stickiness. As against probably the gaming platforms that you hear about, say Roblox, is still maintained its monthly active users because that has already been established. So I think the true sense of getting a metaverse native use case and having users to stick to those and ensure that there is adoption is something that we need to see as this technology now becomes reality in the next few years maybe. And I wanted, Sandeep, just take you back to the survey that LTI had conducted in this space, right? So we interviewed about 100 CXOs to understand their investments in metaverse, and we interviewed about 500 consumers, which was Gen Zs and millennials, to understand their interest in metaverse. And consumers are certainly looking at more experiences than gaming in the metaverse, be it shopping experiences, being media experiences, or travel experiences. So I feel the consumer is ready to take it to the next level. It is where we need to now look at enterprises and see as what are the next best use cases for them to invest in. So yeah, that's going to be a reality because we have an audience out there waiting to consume these things.
Perfect. I think you brought in a B2C angle. There's a B2B angle concerning
Yeah.
enterprise. Now, quickly, we know for the fact that technology is arriving, right? And we're consuming whatever we have right now to build meaningful solutions. Now, you speak to a lot of customers. In your view, if you have to tell our audience as a leader, what use cases are being considered right now, based on your exposure to this area, what are they?
Sure, Sandeep. So I think I want to start with the industry agnostic use cases, which are the most enterprise centric use cases that we are seeing across many customers, which is, a lot of us is still working remotely, right? I mean, you still have a part of your employee base which is not in the office. So the office twin idea is something that we've kicked off really significantly in the last few months, where companies are replicating conference rooms, they're replicating, desks, etc., to make employees feel as part of the organization as much as they can. So office twins, employee collaboration spaces like you and me being an avatar, and we're going to go there soon. But things like that are also bidding a lot of experience. New employee onboarding is another thing that we've also done for LTI as well as some of our other customers, where we are creating engaging spaces to let the new blood that comes into the organization actually experience what it is to be in a technology company in itself. Then there are these industry specific use cases, right, where some industries are of course leading the pack when it comes to the others, like I mentioned about media and entertainment, right? How do you create engaging spaces both with augmented reality but with multiplayer experiences for their fan base? And then you have travel and hospitality companies which are trying to give excerpts of locations, excerpts of their facilities in the metaverse. Retail, of course, is another thing that is catching up. So these become very, very industry specific. And I think you talked about industrial metaverse. I think that is another industry that has picked up significantly. And I think with what Microsoft and HoloLens is actually trying to do with remote assist, I mean, it's actually the pioneer in that space, right? So remote assist, whether it is guides, whether it is training, both AR and VR, MR based trainings that are available out there. A lot of companies are also seeking, these spaces as things that they want to do.
Brilliant. I think you brought an interesting point here, Naina. You said Office Twin. And first of all, I want to take the opportunity to actually thank you and your team for the wonderful partnership we had recently. And you helped us build an Office Twin of our entire Microsoft Technology Center in the Metaverse, which is in Allspace VR. So thank you so much for that.
Been an absolute pleasure, and we are so chuffed to have the opportunity to having done that. As you are in MTC and you see that space, do tell us if this resembles the space that you're already in.
Absolutely. Let's dive right in. This is an opportunity for us to showcase to our audience what is MTC in the metaverse. So Naina, for this demo, you're going to be wearing Oculus Quest, and I'll be on my desktop. Yeah. All right. See you on the other side.
Sure.
Awesome. So as you see, I'm in Allspace. This is MTC launch, by the way. I'm actually walking towards Naina, who is apparently in Allspace already. So Naina, hi. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Sandeep. How are you doing?
Very cool, very cool. We were just in Teams, and now we're in the metaverse. So good to see you.
Yeah. Does this place seem familiar to you?
Oh, absolutely, Naina. I spend each day of the week at the tech center. So perfect. Now I see you've enabled Envisioning Center and Briefing Suite both.
Yes.
This is fantastic. Why don't we go into Envisioning Center first and take a look?
Sure, absolutely, Sandeep.
There you go. Naina, hi.
Hey, hi, Sandeep. This room looks awesome.
No, indeed, yeah. I mean, for me, it's a surreal experience, Naina, because this is exactly how it looks in real. So fantastic, including the furniture layout, the color of the furniture, the fabric. In fact, the best part is even the flooring, the carpet color, and the design. It's perfect. It's exactly how it is in real.
Oh, that sounds awesome, Sandeep. And if you remember, we just had a few team members come in and take pictures, and the pictures really help get us the resemblance on the textures of a lot of things in this room. And I really love the lighting on the ceilings as well. So this is fantastic. And Sandeep, Allspace VR has actually given us the ability to build the kind of platform that we have. So I think it looks really, really cool. I haven't seen your envisioning room, unfortunately, but I would love to actually check it out in person as well someday.
Oh, wonderful. In fact, you're right there. This is no different than what is the real lineup. So thanks for doing this. I know your team came in, took pictures, but this is a classic representation of an office twin. Thanks for this. So let's move forward, Naina. I think Briefing Suite is interesting because that's where we host customers and engage in a architecture design conversation. So let's see how that looks. Yeah. So I'm entering the Briefing Suite.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. This is fabulous, Naina. I see the exact chairs and even the beanbag that we have there. If I look around here, wow, this is truly our setup in terms of the layout and the combination. So thank you so much, Naina. This is fantastic. And by the way, I see a slide show right behind me. So That means I'll be able to engage customers in the metaverse and do my presentation like I do, in real, in the physical real estate. Yeah.
Yeah. And absolutely, Sandeep. I think the idea of creating these virtual spaces is really to get global teams together and collaborate and work together, right? And I think with what we are projecting as a video, you can have slides that you can share. You can share your Excel templates or whatever it is, and collaboratively work in this virtual space as well. So it makes it really easy for people to interact, give their comments, and work together. So I think it's been an exciting journey for us to even think about these concepts and work with you and your team to actually bring this to life.
Awesome. This is fantastic. In fact, once again, while I said thank you in the real world, I'm going to thank you in the metaverse also, because this is truly a fabulous work from you and your team. Thanks once again, Naina.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this for you, Sandeep, and we are so glad we could do that.
Awesome. So Naina, thank you so much for that. In fact, that was surreal. While I've spent significant time in the recent past at the facility, this was as good as being physically there, though it's virtual. So thank you so much for this effort from your team.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure collaborating with you, Sandeep, and your team. We are really glad to have this opportunity. Thank you so much for having me on the show as well.
Perfect. You're most welcome, Naina. And again, for all viewers today, what I just saw was an office twin of an MTC facility in the metaverse. This is done on Outspace VR. If you want to witness what is future, what is out of the possible considering metaverse, this is an experiment we did. And again, a classic showcase of what future holds true for all of us in the industry. With that, Naina, thanks for joining me today. And for all audience, thanks for watching us today. Keep watching TGIF. A wonderful Friday and a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.